Hi, I'm Jamie, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a Chaga coffee. I am a holistic nutritionist. I graduated from the Institute of Holistic Nutrition, where I went to learn how to heal myself. I have 2 autoimmune disorders. I was given all kinds of medications that essentially made me feel worse in general with the side effects and everything that was going on. So I just looked further. I went to go see a naturopath, and she kind of put me on the path, and then I just found myself absorbed into it. I got so into it, and it's just become a passion of mine to learn about healing foods and about food as medicine and how we can help ourselves instead of just giving in to what we've been diagnosed with, essentially. Well, I've had some chaga with some cinnamon sticks simmering for about 6 hours now. You want your water to be dark. You want it to essentially look like coffee anyways. Chaga is a fungus actually that grows off of birch trees. It's extremely medicinal. You do want to look up how to harvest it yourself before you just go and do it, because there are some tricks and tips for it, but you can also just purchase it. Most health food stores have it. Its main thing is it's an adaptogen, which helps the body deal with stress. It also, from the birch tree, pulls something called butylenic acid, which is antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti-malarial. It kind of does a whole slew of things. So it's pretty amazing for the body. I'm just gonna fill this up. So I have about 2 tablespoons of coffee in here that I put in, and then I'm just gonna fill it up with the chaga tea. And you can continue to brew it. Like, I'll put extra water in here and it'll continue to make more and more tea. You can keep doing that until it stops being dark. So I'm just gonna let that sit. And while that is brewing, I'm gonna put about 1 cup of almond milk into a pot over medium heat, and about 2 tablespoons of maca powder. Maca is a root vegetable from Peru that's incredibly high in B vitamins, and it helps to balance all of the body's hormones, so all of the body's systems all together in one. And a good heaping tablespoon of coconut oil I'm putting in there as well. And I'm just gonna stir that up. So we're gonna put this mixture into our chaga coffee. So we just want it to be warm enough that it's not gonna cool the coffee off and the coconut oil gets nice and melted. It is mostly by sight, but I did about 1/2 cup of chaga to probably 10 cups of water or so. And once again, it doesn't really matter as long as you're getting that dark coffee look in the water. And it definitely has a sort of dense bitterness to it in general anyways, so it blends well with coffee and can be used as a coffee replacement in general. So the flavors go really well together. Chaga, it also goes really well with chocolate. You can make a wonderful hot chocolate with a chaga base to it as well. I started with a friend I went to school with in Toronto. When I became pregnant with my son, I moved back to the Soo just because I have a community here. I have family and friends here, so it's just a good place to raise my son. So starting, I guess, the journey all over again on my own, I became Wild Mama's Kitchen and offer the same things and more. So I've teamed up with Megan from Meatless Mondays with Megan, and we are doing takeout dinners every Monday and Thursday out of Cafe Natura. And they're all meatless meals, mostly vegan. We do some things that aren't vegan as well, but yeah, they're all plant-based, healthy dishes. All right. So our milk is warm. Grab some mugs. So I'm gonna do this about halfway. And the last thing I'm gonna do before I put the milk in is, once it's taken off the heat will damage some of the medicinal benefits of honey. And I have about probably 1.5 tablespoons of a nice raw local honey. So this just adds that touch of sweetness, gives it almost the latte effect, right, with the milk and the maca, which is also has a nice rich creamy flavor. So I'm just gonna fill up the mugs with this guy. And that's that. Just gonna put a little dash of cinnamon on the top. And it'll bring out the cinnamon flavor that I also simmered the chaga with. And then we have wonderful chaga coffee.